The gCADPlus user developing this design is having difficulty selecting layout spaces. If he goes to Master Plan, the title block is showing nicely, but if you double click in the space around the pale green design that you see there, nothing happens, nor does it happen if you go to Layout 1 and try and select the floating viewport. The reason for that is obvious. If we click on Layers and look at Concept Locations, that's been turned off. And as soon as we turn it on, the floating viewport appears. The lesson is you do have to be aware of the current layer setting when you are putting floating viewports or any other entity into a gCADPlus drawing. Well, once the floating viewport can be selected, it's possible to just activate that by double clicking, and there is the porthole that looks at the design and then with the right click displays it on the layout sheet. And of course, if you select that, the view scale here is set at 1000, hasn't been set as a fixed scale, so let's in fact do that. And at the time you want to print, or even at this stage, I'd be inclined to turn the colour of this to 255, and we can still select the floating viewport, but it will not print. I'm a little puzzled by the master plan here, because I expected to be able to select a floating viewport here, and I expected that the user had twisted the view. Let's just see if I cross here like so. I just get one object, which is a block, but as soon as I click here, I think, this is not the way we recommend you use gCADPlus. What's happened here is a drawing sheet's been set up and then a block has been made and it's been pasted in here to give the result that you see there. If you did want to twist the site like so, the way to do it is to double click in the layout space and then twist your view like so, and then display on the layout, and there's a twisted view. I've gone opposite to the earlier suggestion, but working this way is fraught with danger because you have a double way of doing things. The classic gCADPlus way, which you create a porthole looking at your design, and in this way where a block's been made of the whole design and then the block's been pasted in. That builds the file size up to a large degree. What I'm going to do now is just extend here, type FS for file size, that's 865. Just temporarily I'm going to kill that block because we now know there's a different way of doing it, and go in here and start here and work my way down through the list, and I'll delete all of the unused blocks in the drawing, and then I'll repeat that file size, and you may be able to see it's dropped to 326. So the drawing was 3 times larger than it needs to be just because of that copying and pasting. But don't think you should be working in a hybrid way with gCADPlus.